Hola, bienvenidos a nuestro tutorial otra vez. Es tutorial número 6. It's our 6th tutorial and we're going to be looking at saying essential everyday conversational phrases. So things that, for example, where you might be in situations where you say, oh, sorry, can you repeat that please? Or I don't understand, can you speak a bit slower? So let's begin with looking at how we would say things like, excuse me, so when you're in a restaurant and you want to get someone's attention. So we would say, disculpe or disculpa. So one of them's more polite than the other, but you could say either one. So disculpe, disculpa. Or you could say perdone, perdona. So disculpe, disculpa, perdone, perdona. Can we pronounce that? Disculpe, disculpa. Perdone, perdona. Muy bien. So when you want to order something, get someone's attention, use disculpe, disculpa or perdone, perdona. If you, for example, are sorry about something, that you maybe bumped somebody by accident in a supermarket or with your trolley or something like that, you could either use lo siento or perdón. Lo siento, perdón, perdón. Can you say that? Lo siento, perdón. Muy bien. And if somebody does that to you, you can say de nada, sin problema. No worries, don't worry about it. De nada. Sin problema. Lo siento, perdón. De nada, sin problema. Let's try again. Disculpe, disculpa. If you can repeat after me. Perdone, perdona. Lo siento, perdón. De nada, sin problema. Okay, can you remember how to say these? Okay, so that was disculpe, disculpa. What was the other way? Perdone, perdona. Muy bien. What was lo siento, perdón? Yeah, it means sorry. So when like in different situations, you can use that. So just saying sorry to somebody, lo siento, perdón. What was de nada, sin problema? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's move on. So to say you don't understand. No entiendo. No entiendo. Can you repeat that? No entiendo. Say I don't know. No lo sé. No lo sé. I don't know. No lo sé. I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. No hablo español. Let's repeat those again. No entiendo. No lo sé. No hablo español. What was that one? I don't understand. Muy bien. What was that one? I don't know. What was that one? I don't speak Spanish. Estupendo. How do we say that in Spanish now? No entiendo. Muy bien. What about I don't know? No lo sé. I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. No hablo español. Estupendo. Again, no entiendo. I don't understand. No lo sé. I don't know. No hablo español. I don't speak Spanish. What was disculpe, disculpa? Or perdone, perdona? When you're getting someone's attention, excuse me. What was lo siento, perdón? I'm sorry. Muy bien. De nada. Sin problema. Don't worry. Estupendo. How many of those can you say? So if you can just pause the video, go through those. Can you remember how we say them? If you don't remember how to say them, do not worry. You can go back, rewind your video and then practice them again. Okay, great. So how did you get on? So how would we say I don't know? No lo sé. How would we say sorry? Two ways. Lo siento or perdón. What about I don't understand? No entiendo. Estupendo. What about no problem? Sin problema, de nada. Sin problema, de nada. What about getting someone's attention? So you've got different ways you can say this. Perdone, perdona. Or disculpe, disculpa. Estupendo. I don't speak Spanish. No hablo español. Perfect. Okay, let's now have a look at our next phrases. So we're using this can you. So puede hablar más despacio? Can you speak slower, please? These are a bit more tricky. They're a longer phrase. But again, the more we do it, the more you practice, it will stick. So puede hablar más despacio? Can you speak slower? ¿Puede ayudarme? Can you help me? ¿Puede repetirlo? Can you repeat it? Otra vez, let's try these again. ¿Puede hablar más despacio? Can you speak slower? ¿Puede ayudarme? Can you help me? ¿Puede repetirlo? Can you repeat it? Have a go at saying those out loud. How is your pronunciation? ¿Puede hablar más despacio? ¿Puede ayudarme? ¿Puede repetirlo? What was that one again? ¿Puede hablar más despacio? Can you speak slower? Muy bien. What about ¿puede ayudarme? Can you help me? Estupendo. ¿Puede repetirlo? Can you repeat it? Estupendo. Can we remember how to say these? What was that one? These are trickier, so don't worry if you're finding these tricky, because they are trickier. ¿Puede hablar más despacio? ¿Puede hablar más despacio? How about this one? ¿Puede ayudarme? ¿Puede repetirlo? Try again. ¿Puede hablar más despacio? ¿Puede ayudarme? ¿Puede repetirlo? Right, all of them now, going back right to the beginning. How many of those do you remember? Look at the picture, stop the video recording, see if you can say those phrases in Spanish. If you can't go back, check, that's absolutely fine. And when you're ready, then try and say them. And then just press play for the answers. Okay, let's go through our answers then. So our top one, we had either disculpe, disculpa, perdone, perdona. I'm sorry, lo siento, or we could say perdón, no problem, sin problema, de nada. I don't know, no lo sé. I don't understand, no entiendo. I don't speak Spanish, no hablo español. Speak slower, please. ¿Puede hablar más despacio? Can you help me? ¿Puede ayudarme? Can you repeat, please? ¿Puede repetirlo? Muy bien. Okay, let's move on. Seguir adelante, estás casi allí. So let's carry on, we're almost there. So, if we're saying, what does that mean? You can say, ¿qué significa? ¿Qué significa? So you could use this pointing to something. If you've got a menu in front of you and you're not sure what it means, you could point to it and go, ¿qué significa? What does that mean? ¿Qué significa? Can you repeat that? ¿Qué significa? Our next one would be, do you speak English? ¿Habla inglés? ¿Habla inglés? Can you repeat that? ¿Habla inglés? Muy bien. Where can I buy? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? Where can I buy? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? And what's this? So this is kind of similar to the ¿qué significa? But this is more ¿qué es esto? What's this? So if you can't remember ¿qué significa? What does that mean? ¿Qué es esto? Means literally what is this? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? But you can again use that in a situation where you're in a restaurant and you're asking what a certain meal is, for example, a dish is. You can say ¿qué es esto? Try again for me. ¿Qué significa? ¿Habla inglés? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? ¿Qué es esto? What was habla inglés? Do you speak English? Estupendo. What about ¿qué significa? What does something mean? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? Where can I buy? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? Can you say them? What was that one? What does it mean? Muy bien. ¿Qué significa? ¿Habla inglés? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? ¿Qué es esto? On this activity, we're going to do a comprehension activity. So I'm going to say the English and you're going to write down the corresponding number, the meaning of what I say in Spanish. So if you write 1 to 13 in your margin, and if I was to say number 1, can you repeat it? You would write number 9, because number 9 is puede repetirlo, which means can you repeat it? If I said number 2, where can I buy? You would write number 2 equals 12. ¿Dónde puedo comprar? So you'd write 2 equals 12. One more, if I was to say number 3, I don't speak Spanish, you would write number 3 is 6. No hablo español. Okay, so if you want to review those at 1 to 13, first of all, before we carry out the activity, do pause the video and then come back when you are ready to carry out the task. Okay, number 1 then. Can you help me? Number 2, I don't understand. Number 3, what is this? Number 4, no problem. Number 5, can you repeat it? Number 6, I don't know. Number 7, excuse me. Number 8, can you speak slower? Number 9, what does it mean? Number 10, I'm sorry. Number 11, where can I buy? Number 12, I don't speak Spanish. Number 13, do you speak English? Okay, let's go through the answers. So, number 1 was 8. ¿Puede ayudarme? Can you help me? Number 2 was 4. No entiendo. I don't understand. Number 3, I said, what is this? Which is, ¿qué es esto? Number 13. Number 4, I said, no problem, which is, de nada, sin problema. Number 3. Number 5, I said, can you repeat it? Which is, ¿puede repetirlo? Number 6, I said, I don't know, which is, no lo sé. Number 7, I said number 1, which is, excuse me. Number 8, I said number 7, which is, can you speak slower? ¿Puede hablar más despacio? Number 9, I said number 10. ¿Qué significa? What does it mean? Number 10, I said number 2. I'm sorry, perdón, lo siento. Number 11, I said number 12. Where can I buy? ¿Dónde puedo comprar? Number 12, I said 6. No hablo español. I don't speak Spanish. And number 13, I said number 11. Habla inglés. Do you speak English? How did you do on that activity? On this activity, what I'd like you to do is, this is a reading comprehension. I would like you to have a go, first of all, at choosing the correct answer. So number 1, which one is what, which is number 2, which is where. And then on our second activity, it is a little small when you look at it as a screen as it is now, but if you pause the screen and then you can zoom in with your phone or your tablet or whatever you're using, is an anagram activity. So you've got to try and unscramble the words into Spanish. So have a go at those activities, and then when you're ready, we will go through the answers. So you will notice this left activity is a bit of a recap from the previous tutorial we did where we were looking at key question words. And these are actually important question words that kind of go hand in hand with the vocabulary that we've been learning in today's tutorial. So I thought it would be a very good idea to just recap on those to see how much you remembered. So number 1, what, is di. Number 2, where, is donde, si. Number 3 is who, quién. Number 4 is why, por qué, eh? Number 5 is how, cómo, eh? Number 6 is which, ¿Cuál? See? Number 7 is when. ¿Cuándo? 8. Number 8 is where is, which is B. ¿Dónde está? Number 9 is what time, which is B. ¿A qué hora? And number 10 is how much, which is cuánto cuesta. How did you do on that one? Let's go on to our second activity, our anagram activity, and the answers are coming up on your screen now. Here are your answers, so go through those, check to see how you did. Writing them out is more tricky, so don't be too worried if you got some of those wrong, but again, you can use these tutorials several times, going back, revising, practicing. That's it for our tutorial, so adios, hasta luego, see you next time.